Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2:05 p.m. on Friday. The Nifty is refusing to give up 26,100, 26,050. So definitely we are going to have a close above 26,000 today. And let's hope above 26,100 as far as good luck is concerned. And that itself, ladies and gentlemen, will be a fresh closing high on the Nifty. If you look at how things have moved over the last 15, 16 months. The previous high was 26 to 27, which was seen in September of 2024. Yesterday, Nifty made a high of 26,248, and the weekly close, ladies and gentlemen, will be very strong. That itself is an indicator that better days are ahead, and this is accompanied by a mild sell-off in the US markets. I'll request the PCR to kindly play out the chart of the Nasdaq index. Nasdaq has corrected 8.5% in the last 15-16 sessions in November. From an all-time high of about 24,000, the index closed yesterday below 22,000. And the reason, of course, is the very sharp profit booking that we've seen in all frothy assets, including Bitcoin, including Nasdaq, including a lot of AI-related stocks. And that money, ladies and gentlemen, over time will move towards India. That is what the markets are expecting. The Nifty, if you look at how it's moved, it's tested an early morning low of 26,055, and from then on it's more or less in the green as far as markets are concerned. Overall, the breadth remains in favor of bears, but nothing to be worried about as far as 26,100, 26,000 is in favor of bulls. Just 650 shares in the green today versus 2,000 in the red. So it's an easy 1:3 as far as markets are concerned. For every one share that is in the green, there are 3 that are in the red. A strong move coming into all auto counters today, and that's because the run-up to November numbers has started, which will be revealed on 1st of December. Therefore, you see the auto index being the lone gainer. And on the Nifty, ladies and gentlemen, it's the auto shares that are leading the rally. Look at Mahindra and Mahindra, 3,756, a rural play, 1% higher. Look at Eicher Motors, 0.5% higher, fresh record high, 7156. There is a strong move that's coming into Hero Motors, which has seen recent upgrades, and that also doing very well in the market. Look at tractor maker Escorts Limited, strong move there. And these are stocks that are leading the rally. Look at how Maruti has moved. Again, you see 16,000 back on the charts as far as Maruti is concerned. Remember, there was a sell-off post the earnings, but 16,082 for you. And this is 1.77% higher as far as prices are concerned. This is something to be looked into. These are, of course, the markets which are moving at this point of time. In terms of volume, there isn't much to report, but it being a Friday, traders are hesitant to take positions ahead of the weekend, especially when there is a sell-off in the US. You have ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank reporting above 1,300 crore rupees worth of volume. Both of them are down marginally. And that's the reason why the Nifty Bank has also slipped 257 points. All-time highs in the NSE 500 list are seen on Eicher Motors, 7152. If you look at Bharti Airtel, fresh record high, 2166 for you. And of course, a newbie on the block, F&amp Financials. Again, a huge rural play from the NBFC space. This one's doing pretty well. Intraday high was 354.6, and now you have 345.85. Mild profit booking there, but a strong breakout happening on Mahindra and Mahindra Financial Services as far as prices are concerned. So that's the broader structure. Auto doing very well. The run up to the monthly GST sales number is what is coming in, and let's look at how prices are moving. If you just convert the M&M chart to M&M financial chart to a weekly chart or a monthly chart, you will see how the stock price has appreciated in sync with its parent M&M. I was talking about M&M Finance. We'll try and get that for you, but at 354, yes, this is the 1 month chart, and if you look at a slightly longer term price chart, you will see that the gains have been phenomenal as far as M&M Finance is concerned. Be that as it may, let's look at volume buzzers where you've seen a lot of money coming in. DCM Shriram 7.8% higher, and huge volumes. 20.5 lakh shares have been traded, which is 56 times the 5-day average. So I'm sure it's earnings led. There has been a block deal on AWL, which is Adani Wilmar Limited, right early in the morning. The stock is down well below 200, 365-day moving average. So this is also something that's moving dramatically in the markets. What else looks good? Well, in terms of top gainers on the NSE 500, despite the lackluster performance on the indices, you have Alembic Pharma, 3.6% higher, 932. And of course, you have NBFCs doing pretty well. So smaller NBFCs, 5-Star Finance, 4% higher. Credit Access, 2.2% higher. You have Samman Capital adding about 3.3%. So these are bit gains that are happening in the broader space within the NBFC space. Nice moves coming in on Narayan Hridyalaya after earnings, 2050, 1.6% higher, and Karur Vyasa Bank 1.7% higher to 52.3. So these are numbers that are in the market as far as prices are concerned. We are waiting for Mr. Arun Kejriwal to join us to discuss what's looking good and what's not looking so good. In terms of losers, well, JP Power 7% lower, 20 rupees 4 paisa. Remember, there was this buzz that a buyout is happening on these assets. That is something to be looked at. GE Vernova, very well held widely stock in mutual fund portfolios, 3.5% lower, 29.59. Chennai Petro, Power India, these are stocks that are showing a bit of profit booking, including GMDC from the metal space. Quite a bit of sell-off here, 3.2% lower at 493. Nothing to be worried about, ladies and gentlemen. These are money that's being taken away from the table after a very sharp, very strong rally in GMDC as well. We've seen it hit 650 less than 2 weeks ago, and from then on the price has dipped to where it is at this point of time. That's the space we are looking at. Overall, it's been a good week for the Nifty. Ever since November 7th, if we look at the long-term chart of the index has added about 900 points. Yes, this is a 3-month chart. If you see the monthly chart, within November, the index has added 3.55% since November 7th. And that itself is somewhere like 900 points. Some of it is being taken back by the market. Today, just 40 points lower. We still have about an hour and 15 minutes of trade left. My understanding is that we should close above 26,100. That's going to be a very big positive. If we close in the green, that will be wonderful. There are some chances that the US and Indian economies, the much delayed trade deal might be announced over the weekend. So that is something to look forward to. And 26,200, 26,300 is an area where the market just might move up from those levels. What's really interesting is how you see the digital space moving, strong moves coming into the private banking sector. Look at how the PSU banks have moved. We'll show you the monthly charts of Canara Bank, Bank of India, in particular Indian Bank, fresh record high. There are two PSU banking stocks that are showing fresh record highs, State Bank of India and Indian Bank. Both of them are part of the top 10 stocks held in many equity diversified and large cap portfolios. If you see the Indian Bank chart over 3 months, you'll realize that the gain has been stunning. This month it's added 1%, 4%, but if you look at it over a period of time, yeah, wonderful chart. 3 months it's at about 29%. Also look at Bank of India. Many of these banks, despite the stellar rallies that they have seen, have single digit PEs, a very strong dividend payout, credit growth that's faster than private sector banks, and that's the reason, ladies and gentlemen, plus the merger tailwind, the government wanting to reduce the number of public sector banks further from 12 to maybe 8. So let's see what that thing brings forward. But for the moment, it's good going. This 45-point downtick on the Nifty, 250 point downtick on the Bank Nifty is without volumes. Nothing to be worried about, and just a mild bout of profit booking that's there in the market. So strength continues, and it's driven primarily by metals, primarily by IT, and mostly by banks. That's the structure of the broader market, ladies and gentlemen. As we move into the weekend and into the last week of this fantastic November F&O expiry, remember 25th of November, Tuesday, is when the monthly expiry draws to a close. That should be looked ahead to, and let's hope that the close today is above 26,150. That will be a very strong weekly close, and the close on 25th of November is above 26,227. That will make a weekly high, record high, and a monthly record high, and then we will enter December in the form of a Santa rally before Christmas. More importantly, the trade deal should be behind us. That's another tailwind added, and that all put together, we should be having a strong move ahead. With those hopes in mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's call it a day as far as the markets are concerned at about 2:20. We'll be joining you back for the last half an hour at around 3 p.m. and it should be a fantastic rally. My bet is that the Nifty will close in the green today. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and here's wishing you a great weekend ahead after what has been a fantastic rally in the markets.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is our latest offering, What's Hot, the show